Hi everyone, it's Amanda Rieger Green coming to you this first week of the year in January 2017. I'm super excited to have moved into this energy and also to be out of Mercury retrograde. While it was a pretty intense time over the holidays, now all of the planets are moving direct. And that's a beautiful gift from Spirit because we've been able to move out of this introspective time and at the end of this 9-year cycle and into this 1 year. It's a 10-year. 1 plus 0 equals 1, but 10 in the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about opportunity and optimism and guided direction. So to start this year out, I'm going to be doing weekly oracle readings, which I think will be helpful, and I've received feedback from people that they would love a general oracle card reading. So the cards I'm using today, and I probably will use most of the time, are my Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid that I've worked with for a handful of years and seem to always validate and confirm what is going on from a human perspective and aligning that with the divine perspective. So let's give this a shot. Bear with me. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Usually cards pop out. There's one. And I don't typically do like past, present, and future. I just like to see what story the cards tell. And usually they flow together relatively nicely. All right, there's 3 cards. So the first card that I pulled is the Magic Stream. And this card, if you look at it, there's a new moon up in the corner, there's an egret, and a beautiful, beautiful stream back in the distance. And essentially what the Magic Stream says is that everything that is going on around us, everything is flowing like a magic stream. That if you are aware, if you are participating, if you are interacting, you will receive what you need. You know, and anytime a bird is in a reading, it's all about looking at things from a higher perspective. And because of our astrology that we've had going on that I mentioned, Mercury in retrograde, Uranus had been in retrograde, and now every single planet is moving direct, the universe is conspiring for us right now. But if we have to be in tune, we have to be awake, and you also have to trust. You know, we just need to show up. So this is a great way to kick off the year. It's also, if you add 8 plus 1 in this 18, it's a 9. So we've come out of this 9 year, and we're now in this 1 cycle. So sometimes I like to look at the numbers too and see what's happening. The Home card is the second card that I've pulled. Interestingly, if you add 2 plus 7, it's 9 energy again. So it's like messages from what we've gone through over this past cycle. It's remembering that we've crossed this threshold, and now with all of the planets moving direct, we are moving forward. There's universal energy and momentum behind us. But the Home card really, really signifies being comfortable in our own skin, trusting ourselves, knowing that we have the innate and divine wisdom within our body, within our cells, within our DNA. It's all a matter of accessing that information. I remember quite some time ago, I was seeing a therapist and I was really struggling. And I was in a professional jam, and I said to her, you know, there's nobody in this job that's a mentor for me, and I've always had an amazing mentor, and I've been very fortunate in that sense. And she said to me, have you ever thought that it's time for you to become your own mentor? And that's what the Home card reminds me of. To be at home in your own skin. Know that there's no place like home, and that as long as you embody your innate wisdom, your innate intelligence, that you will find the knowledge you need. And it's not about not connecting with other people, but it's about emanating that essence of the divine, and you will attract and receive what you need as if it had come from a magic stream. So, last but not least is the Magical Map Shifter. And if you add this up, it's 7. And so 7 is all about sudden insight, sudden wisdom, etheric wisdom, connecting with the divine. But the Magical Map Shifter is really about listening to the essence of our spirit, and recognizing that things are being divinely orchestrated. And again, as long as we participate, as long as we recognize our empowerment and we move from a place of wisdom and empowerment in our day-to-day life, that we can be our own mentors and allow others to come in, other signs, other symbols, other people, that we can accept help and incorporate them into our world, things will come together and be orchestrated from a higher perspective. The magical map shifter also talks about shift, and it talks about change, but from a higher level, from a divine level. So whatever it is that you've got going on, likely the universal energies have been pretty intense the past few weeks, and people are just like, ugh, when is this stuff going to let up? And that's what I get from everyone. I have felt that way, and I've dealt with a lot of sick stuff, just congestion and whatnot. But ultimately, things are starting to solidify, and the energy is starting to stabilize a little bit. We do have a full moon coming up at the end of the week. I believe it's on January 11th or 12th, and it's in Cancer, which it's the sun is in Capricorn and the moon is in Cancer. So Capricorn being that directional energy, that very focused energy of moving forward, reliability, very loyal, and Cancer being the feeling body. So it's really about utilizing your feelings and your emotions to make your decision and to move again into that place of divine and inspired wisdom. So the main message for the week really is to trust yourself and to trust everything that's going on around you, and recognize that the lessons are out there, and the more that we listen and the more that we allow ourselves to participate and to listen and to show up and to ask what it is that we're here to learn, we will continue to engage and we'll continue to be right where we are supposed to be. Namaste. Take care.